Good evening. As you can see, I'm here in the darkness and I have my GoPro Hero 5 mounted on my headband, and next to my GoPro Hero 5 there is the Nitecore GP3. The Nitecore GP3 is an action light specially developed to be paired with an action camera. The GP3 comes in two versions, the high-key and the non-high-key version. I got the non-high-key one, and it comes with a mount that allows you to mount both the GP3 and your action camera, in my case my GoPro Hero 5, on the same support, so they are both at the same level. And at the moment I set the camera at, from what is my understanding, the highest sensitivity. As you can see, I'm here in the darkness. There are a couple of street lamps over here and there, but here in the field there is no light. I will turn on the GP3 without the diffuser on, because the GP3 has a light on diffuser. This is the lowest setting. I don't know how much you can see with the settings of the camera. Of course, the necktie has a higher sensitivity than the action camera, but this is maybe what could be said like a moonlight mode. It's definitely good if you want to see something, preserving the battery, but seeing with your naked eyes, preserving the battery, preserving your night vision, or if you just want to, like here, I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah. This is my camera. I can, if I want to tape what I'm doing with the camera, this is a nice enough light. It's decent enough. It doesn't blind me. It's low enough. Now we increase the brightness. This is the second last mode. As you can see, this is a few tenths of lumens. I can see up to maybe 15-20 meters with the hotspot. The speed is still wide, and it's still bright enough for me to see what's going around. I don't know if the camera is eating too much of the speed in favor of showing you an hotspot, but this is a very well balanced beam even without the diffuser in place. Now this is the third level. Definitely 50 meters or so of throw. The speed is still very wide and very bright. It's a very well made beam for this kind of application. This is almost 80 meters of throw. Sorry for the airplane. But this is a very decent beam. I would compare this to a beam of a regular headlamp with a 18650 and a high power emitter, like the GP3 almost is, because it features the XPG2 emitter and it has a lithium polymer battery inside of it. And now I will go to the highest mode. This is almost like the trees in the background. I don't know if the light can capture that, but I can kind of see them. They are 100 meters from where I am. Of course, if you want to see something here, it's a bit an overkill because the hotspot is too bright and you don't see it. It tends to burn the image. I will try to show you with the... Okay, this is the third last mode. There is way enough brightness to capture what's happening around you in the few 10 meters around you. This is the fourth mode. And this is the highest one. Now, for the sake of the demonstration, I didn't show you how the beam looks when using the diffuser. If your aim is to go and point something at the distance, of course the diffuser has no use. But if you need a lot of light to capture something that is happening here, as you can see, the beam is very wider. It looks like an headlamp with a diffuser on, because obviously it's a diffuser. The beam is very wide. The beam is completely homogeneous. There are no dark areas or artifacts. It's very wide, and even at the low brightnesses, of course, this is the lowest one. See? Overall, this light really doesn't have anything to be afraid of. Even if I compare it to a regular headlamp, this will not look bad at all. For this kind of application, I would still recommend for you to go to the for the Nitecore GP3 High Cream. High Cream is a little bit less light, but a lot better color definition and better depth perception. Thank you. This is the short live demonstration of the GP3.